Hey up guys, and welcome to the next video in my Southampton save. This is the third video. We're basically going to run you through the fixtures since the Swansea game. If you watched the last video, you would have seen us beat Swansea 4-2 in a very good game. But after that we had a very disappointing defeat against Tottenham Hotspurs, losing 5-1. Nathaniel Klein got sent off in the second half, and after that Tottenham really dominated us and we didn't have any answer to it. I tried to change the tactics around our approach to the game, but they just did well against us and they couldn't stop it. We had a 2-0 victory against Liverpool in the following game. Tony Watt with 2 goals, but unfortunately got injured after that. And then we had a 3-0 victory against Fulham. One of the best games of the season when it comes to basically controlling the game. They didn't have a chance against us in that game. We just played amazing football. But against Man City we played really bad. They were really good, but they weren't taking their chances. They had 38 shots and 16 on target and they only scored 2 goals. Especially, that's pretty shocking when it comes to the talent they've got in front of goal. We were just very lucky not to lose by a crazy margin, but it was just one of those games. Then we had a 2-0 victory against Aston Villa. Jay Rodriguez with 2 goals. And I'm very happy with the performance. Instead of doing a Southampton save, I actually going to do an Aston Villa save, but I just at the last minute I chose the Southampton because I actually like the club and everything like that. But I think Aston Villa would be if someone's watching this video now and they wanted a new save, I think Aston Villa would be an interesting one, especially in the Premier League. And then we lost against Derby County 2-0 in the FA Cup third round. Thomas Drage got sent off, but they were ahead before that anyway with Jamie Ward. Jamie Ward had a great game against us. And we dominated the possession, but just in this game we had nothing for them in front of goal. And I'm very disappointed. One of those games really where I was just pretty shocked, to be honest. I was very confident. I seen this game as a bit of like a day off, if that makes sense, where I was very confident going into it. I didn't have any worries at all, and they beat us 2-0, and I was very disappointed for sure. Then we had a 2-2 draw in the Capital One Cup semi-final first leg. Let's quickly go to that. Facundo Ferreira scored on the 82nd minute, Ramirez on the 83rd, Ron Vlaar for them on the 57th, and Christian Benteke on the 2nd minute of extra time. And I thought we won that one, but Benteke scored a dramatic goal at the end, and it set up a second leg which should be interesting. And after that we had a 4-1 victory against Newcastle. We played great. Jay Rodriguez with an hat-trick, and Ferreira with his first goal in the Premier League. Atem Ben Arfa on the 89th minute. But we played great, and going into the Stoke game, I just thought we've got an easy 3 points, and they beat us 5-1. Stephen Davis was poor in that game, give the ball away loads and loads of times in midfield. And I didn't really have someone to bring on for him because the players were that tired from the fixtures, and I ain't got the biggest squad in the world, for different positions and everything like that. And then he ended up getting sent off, and Stoke just ran through us basically. It's one of the most disappointing games I've had on Football Manager when it comes to the confidence I had before the game and how I felt after it. But I had to move on. And then we got a 1-1 draw against Norwich. We drew against them earlier on in the season, I believe. Jay Rodriguez with a goal, and they scored late on with Becchio, I think it is. Yeah, in the 83rd minute. We were just pretty poor, but the players were pretty tired in that game. So we've got a game now in the Capital One Cup semi-final, second leg against Aston Villa. You could say this is the biggest game of the season for sure. Trying to get into a final, Southampton, which would be great. I'm confident-ish going into the game, but I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to show you the transfers, guys. The board have been really kind to me, I've got to be honest. They've been very good when I've asked them for requests and everything like that. And I'll quickly go through the outs. Kelvin Davis has gone to Stoke on loan. Jason Punchin's gone to Nottingham Forest for nearly £700,000. Del Prado's gone out on a free transfer. Sometimes what I'll do is just free up the players for their wage, and then I can, put that wage onto the transfer budget, and then you've got, obviously quite a bit of money that way. Fraser Richardson went to MK Dons on loan, and I released Cody Cropper on a free transfer. The players I brought in: Mikel Diskerud from Rosenborg on a free transfer. Pretty young central midfielder, American, and when he's played good for us. I just seen him and he had a bit of potential. And I think he'll be an average player. He's not really in my long-term plans, but seen him on a free transfer. My scout recommended him, and we can always sell him on and get a bit of money. Facundo Ferreira come to us from Velez for 10 million. The board actually negotiated this transfer for me. I really wanted, a striker who in the future for this club will be able to bang in loads and loads of goals per season, and I've got this guy at a pretty decent price at 10 million. The board negotiated it for me, like I said, and they really wanted this guy to come to the club. I can't wait to see what he will do for the club, and he's played good for us so far. Scored a couple of goals, and he's a good poacher for sure. Asmir Begovic come for nearly £15 million, £14.5 million, and he's a great goalkeeper. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers last season in the Premier League, in my opinion. And any team, any club, you want a goalkeeper what you can rely on. And at only 25, he's still a young goalkeeper. With his career in front of him, and I think he'll do well for us. And he's definitely first in the first team plans for a long, long time. Suleiman Torres come to us on loan for £40,000 per month, and I think it's 50% of his wage budget, per week. I really like Suleiman Torres. I'm a big fan of him. He's currently on international duty with Ghana, but I've had this guy in the past on previous football managers, especially with Chelsea. I've had him with, and he's been great in the centre of midfield, just as a ball-winning midfielder. It's pretty bad that he's injury prone, but I think he'll get a good couple of games for us, and if he does well for us, I'll try and get him in on a permanent transfer. Like I was saying, the board have been great with me with the transfer budget. Spent 50 million in the first season, but most of these transfer guys, transfers, they're on a certain duration, so for 48 months and everything like that. I haven't paid the cash in hand, I haven't just paid it up front. And I've released players who are on £20,000 per week, sold certain players, and put their wages into the transfer budget. And I already had a really good transfer budget coming into this season. I think I've been really wise with the transfer budget and everything like that, and I've done well. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I'm really happy with the squad. So we're going to go into today's game against Aston Villa in the semi-final. A few of the players are tired, so I've changed the squad around, like Nathaniel Klein, Tom Ince aren't playing. For example, James Tompkins is not playing, and he's been one of the best players this season as Tompkins. Begovic can't play because he's cup tied, and Ferreira, he can't play because he's tired, So we're going with the normal formation. I'm going to try and control this game, in fact, because we've been attacking a lot recently. Fluid control I want, and that's good to the game. So they've got Darren Bent up front, who's going to be very dangerous. He always scores against me, Bent, for some reason. My bungalow. Let's go to the game. Yep, so let's go to the game, guys, and hopefully get to a final. I mean, Man City and Manchester United are in the other semi-final, so now if we basically get to the final of Capital One Cup, and say if we lost against one of those teams, would we still, get it into the Europa League because Man United or Man City, say for example, getting into the Champions League through their position in the league? I think that's what happens anyway. Like Wigan, for example, they won the FA Cup, but if they lost it, I think they'd have still got into the Europa League. Because of Man City obviously finished second. We're currently doing well in the Premier League anyway, so it'd be pretty cool. European football. Just don't know if we've got the legs for it, if you know what I mean, next season, because it's pretty demanding playing on Thursday then Sunday. We'll have to see what happens. Right, Cork on the ball. He's just come back from injury. Great player. Drage cuts in, shoots, and Guzan. I'm actually going to try and get Guzan instead of Begovic, because I actually think he was a great goalkeeper last season for Aston Villa. And though in the game that they played against Chelsea, when Chelsea beat him 8-1 at Stamford Bridge, I think it was 8-1, Guzan saved loads of shots. It was unreal. Schneiderlin, Jay Rodriguez, but Guzan gets it. Right, Luke Shaw, I've been working on his throw-ins in training. Jack Cork passes it back. Oh no, gives it away. A Bonglaho on the ball. On Cork. Right, Schneiderlin gets it for us. He's really good at the long balls on this game, just finding people out from nowhere. Jay Rodriguez towards Lambert. Oh. And in the last few games we've had goals disallowed as well. Like, literally had quite a good few goals disallowed, unfortunately. Lambert to Rodriguez. Oh, fucking terrible pass. Bowman gets it past Luke Shaw. But he gets it towards Lambert. Okay. Lambert with a ball there. Can Rodriguez do something with this? Hopefully he can cut in. It's crossbar. For who's actually retired now. Good player for Chelsea. Right. I don't have to turn up the pace and go attacking. Let's do it. One at defence. Right, let's just have a look at things. We'll take off Schneiderlin for Stephen Davis. I think I'll bring on Tony Watt for Ricky Lambert. Tony Watt is good coming off the bench for us for some reason. And, Lambert's just come back from injury. Right, so second half's getting kicked off. Corner kick. Gets it away. Why didn't Drage run after that ball there? That's pretty pathetic, and it always happens with Football Manager. I don't get it. Bonglaho running. And Bent with a goal. And see, he always scores against us. All the time. Scores against me anyway. So they're winning 3-2 on aggregate. Guzan with a goal kick. Towards Drage. Nice. Gets it past there. Oh, what a goal. Yeah, very good goal there. And we lead on away goals. So if it stays the way, the way it is, we're through. We don't have to change things around or stay attacking. That's good control again. Yeah, nice goal that. Westwood there with a free kick. Good save for us. Hurry up. God's sake. So Westwood with the corner. Foreign heads it away. He's actually left Southampton. I read in Daily Mail the other day. I don't think he had even played last season either. And he's a great player in this game. That Foreign with a free kick. Drage, just run, that's it, that's good. Cuts in again. Tony Watt. Ambitious ball towards Ramirez, but gets there. Tony Watt, can he pounce? And he scores a goal. See back of the net. He's done well again, coming off the bench with a goal. And he's just come back from injury as well. We had a spate of injuries up front. Wait a second minute. So Guzan gets the ball. Clark. And we're through to the final. And we'll either play Man City or Manchester United. I'm really happy with that. I think getting to a final with Southampton is a great achievement. It's similar to what Brian Laudrup. Is it Michael or Brian Laudrup? Well, what Laudrup did with Swansea, getting to the final and beating Bradford City, it's a good achievement that. But yeah, really happy. I don't know if I'll be that confident playing either Man United or Man City in the final, but we'll give it a go because we've had decent results against the bigger teams. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll quickly show you the league table. So we've played 24 games, we're currently 5th. We've won 13, drawn 5 and lost 6, and we've got 44 points. We're ahead of teams like Arsenal and Liverpool, Everton, which is great. I'm just going to try and continue the run of form. After this game we've got a game against Reading, QPR, Arsenal, Everton, Chelsea, West Brom, Man United. So yeah, we've got some decent fixtures coming up. Hopefully we can get a good few points and see how the season goes from there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave a comment and see you later.